All right, so this was a really great, like, feel-good film. I had a good time. I was dancing in the theaters. I know I wasn't supposed to be
No, you are.
singing. Well, how do you guys approach such familiar material? You know what I mean? We love this. We grew up with it.
Yeah.
How are you guys? What was your approach to this? And were you intimidated?
Well, I mean, a little bit, but you know, we loved the original, and we wanted to pay it homage, I guess you could say, and not disrespect it, because we love it so much. But at the same time, you know, we didn't really want to mimic or remake anything that was so foreign to us.
Agreed.
You know, like we wanted it to be very natural and for this generation. So
yeah.
I think both generations are loving it so far, though. We've been doing some screenings, and people are loving it.
Yeah,
so
I think so.
Before we started shooting, we knew the film so well, and I saw it a bunch growing up and for the audition process. But after we both were officially booked and had like 2 or 3 months prior to shooting, we didn't watch it. We wanted to kind of, you know, keep our distance.
Yeah.
Because we
and
had
make it your own.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that allowed us to kind of do that.
You're stepping into some pretty big shoes there, Kevin Bacon. This is the role that put him on the map. How are you feeling about that?
I feel great. You know, I feel very proud of this film, and I think we all do. So we're excited to finally show the world. I feel like I'm 9 months pregnant, and I just want it to come out already. So we're excited, and I'm honored because I was a huge fan of the original. So to even get to recreate it, I think is incredible.
Julianne, you're no stranger to dance. We all know you with Dancing with the Stars. Was this fun for you, considering that, to jump into something where you get to act and you get to dance? We know it's also not your first time doing this, but...
No, absolutely. I mean, a lot of people don't realize this, but when I moved to LA, when I was 18, I moved here to act, and Dancing with the Stars kind of fell into place. So it was really great to, you know, do something that I came here to do, and really focus on that. And I feel so blessed that, like, I did get to dance in my first real leading movie, and but yet it wasn't a dance movie. It was a drama, and I really had to show that I got this part for the acting, not so much for the dancing. So it was fun. It was an amazing experience.
There's some great details in this film, both from the original that were updates and that they sort of kept the same. For instance, you know, Let's Hear It for the Boy and Footloose dancing and the music, but at the same time. There were updates like, you know, hip hop, the inclusion of hip hop, or I think one of my favorite updates was, instead of the tractors, the bus scenes. Do you want to talk about some of the things that you guys?
Yeah, well, Craig always said if it's not broke, don't fix it. So certain things you couldn't touch. People would just be too angry about that. So you got to keep the iconic moments. But he did update some things. I think the bus scene was a great decision because he's from the South and he's seen those kind of figure-8 demolition style races. So it wasn't some made-up Hollywood thing to put on the new generation instead of the tractors. But if you think about it, tractors only go about 6 miles an hour. Right? Yeah. Maybe 12. Yeah. So it's like dun, 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 dun. Kids nowadays need it a little more amped up. So I think good call by Craig on that one.
And my change was like Ariel in the first one stands on the 2 cars where, you know, shows that she's a reckless girl, but mine was when I'm hanging outside of the race car and I really did that. It was so much fun. I was going, it didn't look as fast like as it was in person. It was like 65, 75 miles an hour around those corners.
That dude was flying. So it was pretty unsafe.
It was crazy and scary.
I have to ask finally, are either of you both on Twitter? And if so, what are your actual handles, excuse me, since there are so many imposters?
Mine is at Julianne Hough.
And mine is at Kenny_Wormald. And we're both verified, so that's how you know it's us.
Verified.
Verified.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.